Prime Minister Trudeau was in Edmonton on Wednesday, and he had a sit-down interview with Corus Radio's Ryan Jesperson at the 630 CHED studios. Now, I'm pretty sure Jesperson isn't a fan of the Rebel, but that's okay. He's been fair with me. And what I will say about Ryan, to his credit, is that he asked Trudeau some very tough questions that Albertans want answers to. Now, Trudeau really didn't give any answers. There was a lot of blathering and platitudes and, well, nothingness. But hey, good for Jesperson for trying. And I wanted to show you one exchange. Jesperson set an amazing journalistic trap for Trudeau with two back-to-back questions about super tankers. Just watch the first question here.
How does a moratorium on tanker traffic along Canada's west coast build a stronger economy?
Actually, the northwest Pacific coast in BC has been long seen to be an area where it's not just vulnerable ecosystems, but it's also a lot of about 20,000 British Columbians who make their living off of tourism, off of fishing, off of the delicate waters and the productive waters of the BC's north coast. So recognizing that there are places where you really shouldn't be putting a pipeline or specifically super tankers.
So Trudeau supports a West Coast tanker ban. I got it. I hate the idea, but I got it. It was a clear answer, or as clear of an answer as you can get out of Trudeau. Now watch this next question here.
Mr. Prime Minister, would you consider implementing a moratorium on East Coast tanker traffic?
Listen, as in any situation, we're going to listen to both science and to concerned citizens and talk about how to build a stronger future in which we're rejecting the idea that you have to choose between what's good for the environment or what's good for the economy. How we build a stronger future is building the both together.
So Trudeau was saying no to tankers on the West Coast because he's following science. But tankers on the East Coast are okay because he's following science. Trudeau is saying no tankers on the West Coast because they have tourism and fishing to protect on the West Coast. But he's okay with tankers on the East Coast. Does Trudeau know they have tourism and fishing on the East Coast too? I mean, he must. Trudeau was literally just on the East Coast at the exclusive Fogo Island Resort for Easter. That resort's in Newfoundland, on the East Coast. He was there as a tourist. He can't be this clueless, can he? Like, what a joke. Trudeau is okay with Canada's East Coast importing thousands of barrels of war, Sharia, and terror oil via supertanker. But he keeps telling us ethical, fair Canadian oil needs a social license to be exported. Let that one sink in for a minute. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.